Hey guys, so if you watched my unboxing video of the YJ MGC 4x4, then you know that I like the cube out of the box with the exception of some minor catching problems. Today I'm going to attempt to fix these problems by setting up the cube. The loops that I end up using for this whole process are Traxxas 50K, Angstrom Celeritas from the cubicle, as well as some D&M 37. Traxxas is my heavy loop of choice, but something like Weight 4 or Weight 5 should fulfill the same purpose. Just some background, I actually haven't really set up a 4x4 recently, so I was kind of making things up along the way for this process. Also, for that very same reason, I decided to avoid the not so fun complete reassembly of the cube, and instead opt to just take apart one side at a time. So yeah, I started by just applying Traxxas in the hardware and core on each side, but I decided not to put too much since I was already pretty satisfied with the cube's performance out of the box. Figuring it out along the way, I did end up with an explosion that I wasn't really ready for. Oops. That was just because I had mistakenly not screwed in the screw enough into the core, and well, you saw what happened. Fortunately, after that, the rest of the core looping was pretty smooth and normal. Alright, after finishing up with looping the core and getting the whole cube reassembled, it was time to add in the Celeritas. I chose to use Celeritas in the setup because I have not actually set up a cube using it before, and I thought, why not just try it? I put in a few drops of reagent A and spread that around the cube. And unfortunately, this was where my SD card ran out, but I applied the reagent B and turned the cube to spread the lube around, which caused the pretty neat chemical reaction that happens with Celeritas. Now, the setup was basically finished, but after using it for a bit, I noticed the cube was getting kind of slow and I wanted to speed it up, so I added some D&M 37 to get it moving again. That's basically it for this setup. One side note, I know a lot of people are talking about the popping problem that this cube has. At the time of uploading my first impressions of the cube, I had not experienced any sort of pop, but this was most likely because of how tight I had tensioned it. Now, with the tensions that I would usually have on my cubes, I have unfortunately had a few pops. However, most of these weren't too bad and none of them resulted in any more than one piece flying out of the cube. Therefore, I don't really see this as too big of an issue. Also, I am happy to say that, after setup, this cube is 100% going to be my new main. The speed was always good, and the fresh setup allows for the cube to flow much better in my hands. I would totally recommend it to basically anybody, but keep in mind that if you are super happy with the cube you have now, this might not completely knock that cube out of the water. So be sure to know what you're getting, and try the cube out before purchasing it if that is an option. Anyway, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video for more content in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye.